Poverty rate for the nation went up to 14.3%, representing 43.6 million people, which is the largest number of people in poverty in the 51 years that we've been collecting the information.
And over at the Salvation Army, the story is much the same. Shoppers here say those numbers are hard to handle.
Oh, I think it's terrible. I think it's up to all of us to try and help out as we can.
Olmsted County is one of two agencies in the county that offer energy assistance. The other is the Salvation Army's Heat Share program, which runs in the months leading up to the cold weather.
So September and October, we saw our numbers really spike. I mean, I don't think it was 50% or anything, but we probably saw a 15-20% spike over last year.
And officials expect that spike to carry over into Olmsted County's program.
Here in Minnesota alone, families are missing about 100 million meals each year.
Pears and a cookie?
Yeah, I'll take this.
Donna Taken eats dinner at the Salvation Army twice a week, every week.
So we have hamburgers and salad.
Here at the Rochester Salvation Army alone, about 60 people come for a warm meal on Fridays.
I am in the wheelchair, and it's nice to come over and be able to socialize with other people, from all walks of life. Everybody becomes a family.
These groups are actually constructing shelters out of cardboard boxes.
This is to raise awareness of homelessness in Minnesota and also to raise funds for Interfaith Hospitality and Salvation Army. There are people sleeping under bridges, there are people sleeping in the woods, in tents. Grants are always going down, and federal funding, state funding is always dropping, so it's these things that keep us going.
I think it's important so we can all see what homeless people go through.
Some are trying to prevent natural disasters by sandbagging. Those at the Salvation Army training sessions are learning how to manage a disaster after it happens.
I feel a responsibility to give back to the community what I've been blessed with.
As a physician and also as a citizen, to learn how to respond to a disaster is important to me.
Some of them were utilized in the floods that happened in the fall up on the Zumbro River. In Pine Island, we had a feeding station there for a few days.
We want to help our brothers and sisters.
In Rochester, Gordon Severson, ABC 6 News.
They're such wonderful people. They serve the good meals.
And these folks will come in and be able to have ham today and au gratin potatoes and green beans and a piece of pie.
It's a meal attempting to give everyone a little extra company on Christmas.
Some of the folks will come because they have nobody else living in their home. They're by themselves. Some maybe have lost their spouse. Some just basically are down and out of their luck.
Hi, Samantha. Nice to meet you.
That's all it took to start off Peter Connor and Samantha Frederick's shopping extravaganza. They had one very simple task.
Shopping for my family for Christmas.
The strategy was simple.
Actually, I just asked her what they liked, and we kind of went from there.
I know, we'll get him an ironing board.
No.
All dads like ironing boards.
And one by one,
there's elephants.
The shopping cart filled with presents.
Probably this one.
Probably that one.
He likes the good guys better than the bad guys.
Alrighty. We got everything in 2 bags.
The whole extravaganza was about much more than gifts. It's an important lesson.
That giving is better than receiving.
People come to Caring Partners for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they have maybe some dementia, they have some physical disability or medical need.
The program is so popular that some people have to be turned away.
We're at our capacity with 25 people. So we do have a waiting list.
Officials say those who use the center think it's life-changing.
A lady in our program who had a birthday, and she handed me a card and she said, "Thank you for the gift and thank you for giving me back my personhood," and I thought that was pretty special.
Well, it was like a horror story actually. My abuser found out where I was, and the ladies over in St. Cloud they loved me so much that they wanted to help keep me safe, so My brother lives here in town, and they wanted me to be around family because in St. Cloud I didn't have any family. So they connected with the women's shelter here and was able to hold a spot for me and my 3 children. Before I moved, I submitted an application for the transitional housing program here in Rochester. I had instantly started looking for a job, and I even carried my kids with me because at first I didn't have childcare set up for my 2 youngest. And I don't even think it was a full 30 days before my girl called me and told me, we have a house ready for you. And at first I didn't know it was like an actual house. I'm thinking like, okay, apartment or something. Oh my God, I almost came into tears in the parking lot. So here I am, this internship, working in the health office. I started the CNA class, I breezed through that. And I'm at the end of my class now. I had my clinicals last week. I started submitting my resume. I finally got a call back from Charterhouse, which is connected to the mail, so I'm really excited about that. God has just been pouring out many, many, many blessings for me. He's been putting like perfect angels in my path to help guide me to my destiny, and I don't know, I don't want to start crying on camera, but it was like a long time coming, you know. I love Margot. She's been so helpful, even when I felt like this is too much, you know. She's always said the right things to keep me going. Just hearing her saying that she believed in me, you know, a person needs that, because when you feel like you're by yourself, you know, you don't know how good you're doing, you always feel like you're doing the worst until you have someone else on the outside looking in like, you're a really strong person, oh, I can't believe you're doing this, you're so good, and you start to realize it. But being a single mother with 3 children, I still don't believe my good is good enough. So with all that said and my tears now, I'm here. I plan on becoming a registered nurse, working with children and pediatrics. I love the Salvation Army. This program is definitely beneficial to those who need that extra boost to keep going. Without the Salvation Army, I wouldn't have a place for my kids and I to rest our heads, to feel like a functional family, you know.
Follow you into the homes of the broken. Follow you into the world. Meet the needs for the poor and the needy.